Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that last video did not age well. Just when we finally put a video out talking about all the delays we've had so far and the big long wait that's coming for 9.1, the very same day Blizzard go and drop the date for Chains of Domination. Surprise, surprise. Well, okay, not that surprised. It's the 29th of June.
Now we can finally play the game. Oh yeah.
So let's get into...
Okay, Kenny, add Eyes of the Beast to your hotbar.
So yes, Blizzard have finally confirmed that the 29th of June for the US and the 30th of June for the EU will be the release date for 9.1, titled The Chains of Domination. And this patch is bringing a lot, which we will get into shortly. And we shall talk about our plans for 9.1. But first, for those of you that are new to WoW, let's just take a second. Maybe this is your first expansion. This is your first big major patch that's going to drop. But you're worried about all of this talk about Final Fantasy's killing World of Warcraft and Shadowlands is the worst expansion ever and all this negativity that you've seen. But you've been sat playing with your friends, you've been having a good time, you've been enjoying yourself, you've not really understood what's going on. You think maybe I've missed something, I don't understand. Well, don't worry. Welcome to World of Warcraft. Because what you're now going to see is all those people that were moaning, all those people that said WoW's dead, all the negativity. With the release date of 9.1, you'll now see all of their, this is my plans for 9.1. I'm excited to come back, can't wait to give these things a go. As if they haven't spent the last couple of months crapping on the dev team who are just trying to do their best in these crazy, crazy times. So yeah, I will say again, welcome to World of Warcraft. And ignore the drama. It never ends and it never changes. It's been like this since TBC and onwards. Now, on to far more interesting things. Patch 9.1. And of course, first up, we've got the class changes that are coming. Changes to things like AMZ, the death of the Fire Mage, the rise of the Frost Mage, the changes to Survival Hunter. So, yeah, well done. That one guy that plays Survival. Yay. I'm sorry for the rest that play BM. Let me just have a quick... let me have a quick look in the Book of Grudges. There's nothing... Nope, nothing for the rest of you hunters. So, you know. And if you'll give me a second, I just need to reach up and close the window. Sorry, the Moonkins are outside crying again. Ugh. On the plus side, as someone that's been playing tank so far in Shadowlands, I'm happy with the changes that are coming. Similar to someone that hasn't eaten for a month being tossed a fun-sized chocolate treat, I'm just happy whatever I get. On that note, I was so happy when I read that Necrotic was being nerfed, the affix in M+. I was like, yes, I can face tank. I don't need to run away in fear wearing all this plate armor, which makes running really hard. And then I wake up to only see it back again. Come on, Blizzard, that's not fair.
Daddy is not coming on any...
Moving swiftly on, of course, we have the new raid, Sanctum of Domination, which I'm pretty sure was a club back in Essex when I was growing up, where we will finally get to deal with a lady well past her prime. No, I'm not talking about the club in Essex now. I'm talking, of course, about Sylvanas and the will she, won't she be redeemed story. My guess? She dies. But you know what? There's a tiny spark in her that's still the Ranger General, and that's going to go and be reborn in Ardenworld, where she can finally rest and be at peace. Ah. Blizzard do love their redemption arcs. It's just a shame they're not really set up very well. There, I don't regret it. I'm not taking it back. I said it. It's true. Sylvanas Loyalists are going to hate you killing her, and those that want to see her dead are going to be like, oh, look, there's a redemption arc. So you're not going to win. So instead, focus on just telling an interesting, good story. And speaking of telling a good story, we have the continuation of the adventures of the Covenants and the Moorwalker. Now, I won't go into specifics, because I don't want to spoil it for people. So instead, I will say, I hope we have an interesting story progression here that works with the characters that so far we've been kind of exposed to as players, with all of our various covenants, because Blizzard for a while now have twisted characters to suit situations, and it's really grating. rather than just being honest and true to the character and having the story play out as it would if they were true to themselves. Now, Shadowlands has given us some great new characters. As probably everybody knows by now, I'm a Vampire player. I love some of the Vampire characters. They are fantastic. Don't twist them to suit whatever's now going to go on in 9.1. Have them interact with the other members of the other covenants, honest and true, and just see where that story takes us. Also, Blizzard, and this is a personal thing, can we maybe head back? I don't mind if it's even just one quest. Can we just head back and kind of give an update to the leaders of the various factions? Just because then we can go and see. We can see Zappy Boy, Princess Taranji, we can see Gazlo, we can see all these various different characters that are still back in Azeroth and kind of see what they're doing. You know, they can give us a report of this is what's currently happening in Orgrimmar, this is what's happening in the various fronts, this is how we're recovering from the war we've just had in BFA. It goes a long way to the continuation of the world building because, yeah, everybody's going to go, look, this is World of Warcraft. It has some world building, but all of that was created in Warcraft 3. We just kind of have expansions now that come out, something happens, and then we drop it and we move on. That's a shame. I've said this numerous times. I'd love to go and see Khadgar, find out what he's up to, and just, you know, I don't know, take him a care package or something to make sure he's okay during COVID. That is a discussion for another time. We have a mega dungeon coming plus, and this is probably a bigger one that sort of transcends Shadowlands. Blizzard embracing Radar.io and adding it into the game itself. This will live far beyond Shadowlands, and personally I'm looking forward to it. I'm never really a fan of something external to WoW controlling what happens within WoW. I think Gear Score is a good example, and people hating Radar.io for ruining WoW, when realistically it didn't. I do prefer it being back in Blizzard's control. It's a better way for Blizzard to make sure whatever the feature is fits their vision. And of course, we also have, speaking of M+, Tazavesh, the Veiled Market, our massive dungeon. That will be in a similar vein to Kara and Mechagon, if you did those back in Legion and BFA. It'll be split eventually. So yes, it's this big, grand mega dungeon. What they then do is they slice it in two, and you will have this separated out dungeon for M+. So it will be there eventually. But yeah, we've got this new mega dungeon, which looks absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to get in there. We've had the hard mode, as we tend to always get, has been revealed. There is one. It's there for every single boss. I think if you go in, you do it normally, then it's something like 226 gear. If you do it on hard mode, it's 233. So yeah, looking forward to jumping in there and seeing what that's all about. I cannot wait to see what secrets lurk in the streets of Tazavesh. I'm not great at pronouncing it. Speaking of things I'm going to struggle to pronounce, Korthia. I'm going to guess that isn't the way it's meant to be pronounced. But anyway, Korthia, the whole new section that's been pulled into the Maw. Now you may be thinking, oh, goody, I can't wait to go back into the Maw and, yeah, walk around there, because that's been a lot of fun so far. Fear not, my friend. 20 minutes in or so, when you do the first intro storyline, which I'm not going to spoil, you will be given riding. So yes, you will be able to ride in the Maw, in Korthia, and all that good stuff. You won't be able to fly, but you will be able to ride around there to your heart's content without any mount restrictions. So if you pick up a nice bit of loot, you can transmog in the Maw now. Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of flying, we also have a ton of new mounts. We have our new Covenant flying mount. We also have a ton that are just spread out in the Maw. The ton that are spread out in Korthia. We've got them everywhere. It's going to be so much fun. I've really enjoyed going through Shadowlands at the beginning, launch, getting all the new mounts. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Look at these ones, especially the hand mount. Put a picture up on the screen now. That thing looks amazing. So yeah, this is already going to be like a 10-minute long plus video, and I haven't even got into details or anything. I'm literally just going through, explaining stuff that I'm excited to see in 9.1. It's going to be an absolute banger of a patch. I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, and as for us and our plans for 9.1, well, my friend, it's simple. We're going to be doing everything. But we're going to be recording it, and we are going to be putting it up on YouTube. Be it guides for sort of newer players to WoW, my epic tanking fails, our adventures in Korthia, my pushes for the Adamanti Volti thingy in the new Torghast, which we haven't even spoken about. Oh, I want to be trying to bring you the best possible content that I can. So will be updates to some things graphically and just how we do certain things, adding new features to the channel. But that is then, and right now I just want to thank everybody who has joined the channel. It is a very humbling experience to log in, see the sub counter rise up each morning. So for myself and Cuddles, a huge thank you. And we will, going forward, try and do our best. I know I haven't been great at communicating and replying to people. That is going to change, I promise you. But I think I've gone on long enough now. It is time for me to go and finish leveling the last of my tanks, ready for 9.1. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Laters, everyone.